Hi, welcome to the award-winning Ed Brown Show, and we're dedicating this program to the Red Tails. That's Tuskegee University pilots. Make sure you go and see that film. It is outstanding. Well, welcome, Edwana Larkin. Where have you been? This is the co-host here. She's always bringing outstanding people. Who do you have today?
Oh, today we have on our show President Harris Cummings Jr. of the Fraternal Order of Police, Large 2 DC. Welcome and thanks for coming, President Cummings.
Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Sure. We're going to get right to it. We would like to know about your organization. Tell us some things. When was it started? The purpose of the Fraternal Order of Police. What do you guys do?
Well, we started in November the 12th, 1975. And we have 53 members.
Wow.
And what we do is, it's in response to representing different agencies that we have, police agencies that we have, and we have associate members. And we just try to do things for the community. That's what it's for.
All kinds of things.
Yeah, we do everything that we can for the community.
What is needed, whatever they need.
Scholarships. We do scholarship. That's the biggest thing that we do is the scholarship. We have done clothing for the homeless, for the elderly. We have donated money for the food banks and things of that nature. Also, with police officers who have gotten injured, we have donated money there also to help them. And we have done baskets, food baskets, where we have taken around to neighborhoods also.
What about, tell us, you mentioned scholarship, and as an educator, we are always looking for supports, and I think your organization supports the school systems. So tell us about the scholarship that you guys have in place.
Well, what we do is we deal with DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Oh, the whole community as far as scholarships. We have them bring in where they have to fill out a form, and then we have this scholarship committee that looks at the forms, and that's how they get the people to, the kids to get a scholarship. That's how we do them.
Okay, now these students are going on to higher learning. Can they come from like a vocational program, or are you just interested in students going on to the universities and colleges?
It doesn't matter. What this organization is doing is trying to help all kids.
Wonderful.
Kids need this, and this is what we're doing for the community, and this is what the members are working for, is to help the community. We have to do something for our kids, because like with the economy and different things, whatever we can do to help the kids, that's why we're doing this. We got a lot of dedicated people in our organization.
What about volunteers? You know, every organization, nonprofit, they need, especially the parents involved.
We do have the parents. We do have some of the parents involved. Some of the wives are involved in this organization. We do have volunteers that come in, because there is no pay for this. Right. So we have a lot of people who just come in, and their mindset is to, to help. And that's what their heart is. That's where their heart is to help us and to help the community.
Okay, so the FOP is constantly giving back to the community. That is just excellent. And as President Cummings said, that's exactly what we need to do. Now, suppose, when is there is a scholarship drive, or is there a scholarship dinner, or is it, how does
in November, the month of November, that's when we do the scholarship. We call it a dinner and dance. Okay. And we ask people to purchase tickets that helps pay for the place that we have it, and plus the money goes toward the scholarship. We have a scholarship fund. Yes. So a lot of money goes into that. We try to build that up as much as possible, as much as we can. And
about how many scholarships do you give out per year? This is annually?
It varies. Okay. It varies on the amount of money.
Yeah.
Now, at one time, we did give out 5 scholarships because we had that much money.
Right.
So we gave out 5.
Depends. So
Yeah.
anyone got a little money, you know, just send it to the FOP.
We could use
Yeah.
all the help that we can.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
absolutely.
All the help.
Do you have standards for your scholarships?
The scholarship committee does that.
Yeah,
They have
okay.
it where they, the grades, they look at the grades. They have to have references. I think it's 3 references, if I'm
Yes,
correct.
yes.
It's 3 references. And what are they going to do after? They have to give us a summary of what they're going to do
Great.
in college. When they get out of college, how are
Absolutely.
they going to help the community?
Right.
Are
Yeah.
they going to give something back
back.
They
to the
gonna give
community?
back.
Right. Because
Great.
we have had some individuals that have wrote us back and have donated money to us.
Great.
These are students who we gave money to, and we have gotten money back from
Excellent.
them.
Excellent.
Yeah, so in turn, they're giving back. So
Right.
we're teaching
Right.
those students to give back to the community. Do you just focus on historically black colleges and universities, or who can apply for this
We-
FOP scholarship?
We focus on everyone. There's no bias in what we do. We just focus
Wonderful.
on everybody.
Well, what is this plaque all about? Tell us something about this plaque that you received as president there.
Hold it, I'll hold it for you.
What happened, our members gave me this plaque. I retired from my agency with 35 years of government
35
service.
years.
So they gave me the plaque. I retired in November of 2009. So they surprised me with this plaque at one of our scholarship.
Well, all those years that you've dedicated to it, that's the thing there. That's just letting you know that they appreciate your effort. And what we like to do is really congratulate you for the fine job that you're doing, because it's very important that there's some kind of rapport with police and youngsters, because they always look at each other as the enemy.
That's true.
But really, you're showing that the FOP is out there. They're not just arresting people. They're trying to give back to the community and work. And I just want to congratulate you for doing a beautiful job. And all those volunteers, see? And you can't do anything without them volunteers, I'll tell you that.
I really can't.
Can't do it by yourself.
It's amazing with the number of people that we have and the dedication that they give us, give the lodge, and how they do things for the lodge, and it's just great.
Well, show us some of those fellas there.
Yeah, these are some of our members.
Members,
here.
hold that up. Let's people see some of the members.
Wonderful.
I mean, these are gentlemen that have dedicated their time, and ladies, and ladies that have dedicated their time with this organization. And what you have to do, you have to get involved yourself. See, FOP, you have your website at the end of the show and everything. All of you, you know, do something, give back to the neighborhood.
Yes, that's correct. I mean, that's what this lodge is for, and we just go all out to try. And these members, they're dedicated. Without them, I couldn't do anything. You know, they say a leader, what a leader is supposed to be, but this is what's behind the leader.
Well, that's why I wanted to make sure that you show that picture of the people that are really doing positive things. They're not getting paid.
No,
you know,
they're not getting paid.
That's what I'm saying. This is all volunteer work.
Yes, sir.
And this is what it's all about as far as the Ed Brown Show. And Edwana, she's working too, trying to get everybody together, you know what I mean, with this young people. What happens is that when organizations like this get involved with it, this improves your relationship with each other.
That's true.
Right.
That's very true.
And absolutely, and I think years, because I have attended the scholarship banquets and contributed to this fine organization. And one year, I think your granddaughter attends, is it Suitland High School? She attends high school where they have a dance troupe, and they came and they performed at the scholarship banquet.
Boy, what's her name? You better give her a name.
Jaquan.
Jaquan,
Yeah,
okay.
Jaquan.
And it was just an excellent performance by those young ladies.
Yeah, I went to the school, and we were trying to do something different because that's what I try to do, is, and with the help of the members, we try to do something different rather than the same thing over and over again. So I said, since this is about young people, let's bring these kids in and let them dance. And the teacher, they allowed them to do it. The school, I had to write a letter, and once we finished, they came, and it was good. It was beautiful.
Fantastic. What do you have coming up in the future?
Right now, we're just trying to do some fundraisers.
Fundraising, okay.
And just try to get some money together, because we're going to look at trying to have another scholarship in November. So all the members are working hard to try to, get money together, try to see what kind of fundraiser we're going to do. We sit down and we talk and we vote on what we're going to do. We appoint different people who's going to handle the fundraiser and what we're going to do with the fundraiser, how we're going to work everything out, and the places we're going to have it at. So that's what we do.
The fact that you're getting response from youngsters that were in the program shows you how successful it is. Yes. When you start counting yourself, wonder, is this really helping? And this is helping. You want to wrap this up there, Edwina?
I want our audience to know that President Cummings will leave his number with us, a contact number, so we would love for you to help this organization. And we also have a web address that we're going to put up, and we want you to get involved. If you have children, or if you know of some children who are in need of money for school, for scholarship, we would be more than glad to give you an application, and you can fill it out, and we will review it, and hopefully you are one of the recipients of this FOP scholarship.
Great, fantastic. Once again, I want to thank you for being on the show there. And what we're going to do, we're going to have another show here, one of your outstanding councilmen. And don't forget the Red Tails. See you in a minute.
Thank you.
Hi, welcome back to the award-winning Ed Brown Show. And I got two outstanding ladies here. You know Edwina, and we got Councilwoman Karen Tolles. I mean, this is a fantastic show. Now, hey, welcome to the Ed Brown Show.
Thank you for having me back.
I tell you, having you back, you're right. Edwina, just since you're sort of co-hosting this thing, I have a question for Councilman Tolles.
Yes, this is a new year, and we want to say Happy New Year to you, Councilwoman. And we want to know, what are your objectives for 2012? What's going on? Give us an update.
Sure. Well, as you know, we started back in session at the beginning of the year. A couple weeks into the year, we started back in. We have a new council chair, Ms. Andrea Harrison, and also the county council is doing great things. The president of the Maryland Association of County Officials is a woman from Prince George's County, Ms. Turner, and so we are doing. I'm excited about Prince George's County.
Right.
Yes, Mrs. Turner, you're a council member for District 4, and so we are doing great things. But me in particular, what I'm doing this year. Ms. Harrison has given me the charge to chair the General Assembly and Rules Committee for the county. And this is very important. As you know, we have some extremely important legislation in the state right now that's really going to have an impact on Prince George's County residents. You know, the governor is proposing a possible gas tax. We have various other bills that are making their way through a teacher shift in pensions. That can mean $39 million additional revenues that the county will have to cover. And as we look into the budget season, we know that is really going to hurt the services that we're able to provide to our residents. And so this year I'm tracking, those are two major bills in Annapolis and various other bills that are looking to have an impact on the county. So I'm chairing that committee, and we meet every Thursday at 12 p.m. for the next 90 days.
Is that right?
Yes, and we're going to reconvene again in September.
That'll be in Upper Marlboro?
That'll be, in Upper Marlboro. So we need the residents to come out. It's various things that are happening in Annapolis. We're going to be working with our state representatives to really take a look at making sure that they have all the information from from the local people. You know, we are where the rubber meets the road as council members. And so we're taking it to them as the people give us the information through the committee. And so that meets every Thursday at the council administration building. Every Thursday. I also, also vice chair, Health, Education, Human Services Committee. And again, with that teacher shift and pensions to the county and other ways in which we can improve our education system in Prince George's County, I'll be vice chairing that committee. And I'm also a member of our Transportation, Housing, and Environment Committee, as well as our Planning, Zoning, and Economic Development.
Wow.
Along with other boards and commissions. I'm working hard for the people of Prince George's County.
Superwoman, thank you. Thank you.
Whatever I can do. If I could be a superwoman, our residents deserve to have a superwoman fighting for them. We deserve to have the very best in Prince George's County, and so I'm happy they gave me the job, so I don't mind being busy.
Yeah, but an issue that's coming to mind, I know our governor is pushing this marriage bill. What's going on with that? Do you know anything? I think, is that going to be on the ballot this year?
I'm assuming that I'm hearing that he, is putting that particular bill on. He's working with the state representatives, but I'm working more closely on revenues and how it impacts the county.
Getting the money.
Getting the money. Bringing the bacon back home to the residents and making sure that we don't pick up any additional revenues that we cannot handle right now. Things is very important. As we heard from our president, we know that the economy is tight nationally. And so what do we need to do?
You have to set priorities.
To set priorities, absolutely. And to figure out what we need to, what revenues we need to bring back to Prince George's County, and what additional revenues we want to stay in the state. And so, we don't want to bring new things back. We want to try to work with the issues that we're having now and the shortfalls that we can possibly have. So, I'm really focusing within that committee, focusing on just revenues that impact the county, and kind of not focusing on things that really are statewide issues that will have to come
that you haven't you don't have complete control of.
There you go. Thank you, Mr. Brown. I have complete control over that. And, the best advice that I've heard as elected official is pick and choose your battle. So our battle is the revenues, because that's what the residents need. We need the quality of life. So that's what my battle is. Those revenues.
And as a citizen, I am a citizen of Prince George's County. What can I do? What can my constituents do to help this county stay afloat?
Sure. Well, I would encourage everyone to come out to the committee meetings that we're having. I would encourage them, if there's something in particular interest to them, to let me know what you want to see get put on the agenda, so that we can have a full and lively discussion and bring bring that information back to our state representatives. I attend the delegation meetings. They meet every morning at 9 a.m. Delegate Melanie Griffith is the chair. She's doing a fantastic job in representing the Prince George's County as the chair of the House delegation, who happens to be my delegate in Annapolis. And so we're gonna get that information to her, and also work with some of our other leaders. Delegate Carolyn J.B. Howard, District 24. She's a great leader. She's the deputy speaker pro tem.
Hey, congratulations!
So she's been in that position for a while.
She has a little muscle.
She has a little muscle, definitely. So we're going to be asking her to utilize her muscle to help bring those revenues back home. She did a great job for us last year, so we're going to be. I'm going to really be working with her and relying on her assistance to help us out the county.
And I know Senator Joanne Benson. She heads up the 202 Coalition.
Yes.
And I was at that meeting on this past Monday, and she had like Prince George's County policemen there. So she is doing so much in this county.
Yes.
And people are coming together, and we're working together in this county. I see unity in our county.
One Prince George's County. It's one Prince George's County. And we had district council on Monday, but I usually attend those meetings because it's a great way for me to use that as an opportunity to let the community know things that I'm doing. We work closely together.
Absolutely.
I bring information to her so that she can assist with the community. I have we share the same constituent base. So again, it's one Prince George's County. What are we doing for the residents? And so So the last time I was here, I don't know if you want to talk about. We had some updates on
Yes.
the dance hall bill.
Right, please.
Yeah.
I was going to mention
You
that.
was okay. You right. You did. I'm sorry. Do you want me to wait and allow you to ask
No,
me?
go ahead. Tell us about it.
Okay.
That's a plus.
That's just, I'm very excited because crime is my number one priority. You know, crime and economic development is
Right.
key. Is key to District 7, and you know, you kind of have to have them working in parallel together.
Yes,
And so
together.
yeah. So when I was here before, I talked about back in the summer and in the fall, I talked about the CB18 dance hall legislation.
Right.
And we had our first lawsuit. Now here's the thing with setting policy: people always want to try you.
Yo, yeah.
You know, they want to see if it really works.
Right.
So guess what? Thanks to the work of our state's attorney, Miss Angela Alsterbrooks, and her office, and who was with us at the very beginning from this bill. Because one thing which is very important, I can write policy all day long, but we have to make sure it's defendable and it's winnable.
Right.
And so by having the state's attorney at the table and drafting the bill, working together, me putting the policy, she telling me what she needs to see on her end, you more likely to have success.
Okay.
And this past
team
week,
concept.
it's team
Together.
concept. Again,
Yeah.
one Prince George's County.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's it.
And so one of the things that we are doing, one of the things that we did do was she had a press conference last week. I joined her at the press conference, and we had four individuals plead guilty to operating a club without a dance hall without a license. And as you know, back in the summer, one of our youth was killed at this particular establishment. And you know, we're sending a message through all of Prince George's County that we don't mind you having business here, but we want good, credible businesses here. And Ms. Alsterbrooks, I commend her for her work and her office for getting pleas from these four individuals, so they know they should not have been operating without the proper licenses, without the proper documentation. And so this was the first lawsuit we had where people wanted to try our policy.
And you won.
And we won. And we won. So that
top.
means we're working hard and it's paying off, and the people of Prince George's County should be happy to know, you know, that this administration, this council this year, and the county council passed that unanimously. I want to thank Mr. Baker, who made it an emergency bill. Because of that, we was able to use that legislation quickly because of his efforts. So I thank the county executive, Baker. I thank Ms. Alsterbrooks for the collaboration. We're doing great things in the county council.
Fantastic. So. Now, I've heard rumors that your office is really using young people, especially young ladies, getting them involved.
She's young, Mr. Brown.
No, I mean, that's what I mean. She's bringing them in with her.
Yeah.
You know, I heard about now the organization there. You have them in key positions in your administration.
Yes. Well, also too, we have.
And you can't do without a good staff.
Good staff.
All right, now.
Let me just. You right. Let me just kind of do accolades, if you will. You know, to my staff, I have you know, some great folks. One of the young people you're talking about, Mr. Dwayne Mingo, he is fantastic.
Right.
He's my chief of staff. You know, but he has been around working very hard in the county and has had a great deal of experience. I'm so happy that he's there as my chief of staff. He's doing a great job. And
I heard about your staff.
Budget shortfalls, and they doing great. They roll. They keep me doing very well. And Miss Mary Budd, she's worked through 2 council members. She was there through the 2 previous council members, and she's doing a great job and making sure that she's my gatekeeper.
Right.
And you
so you got to mention these people are holding you up.
She calls me, tells me to take a rest, and you know, reminds me not to work too hard. And as you know, your staff is extremely important.
Yes.
Like you said, and this is a new position, and I'm ready, you know, again to work hard so that I can get reelected again in 4 years. Put that out there because there's so much work to do. And unfortunately, we have term limits, and we need to be able to finish out the job and work hard, you know, on behalf of these citizens, because it's a lot of work.
And the staff is really it.
The staff is it.
And, and I heard that they are fantastic.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, and I have another staff I could mention. Can I mention?
Yes.
Sure.
How about your son?
Yes.
I have, you know what, let me just say this. Our entire legislative branch does a great job. I mean, you know, from our administrators to our clerks to all the staff. that does great
Right.
work in
Daily. They're working,
daily.
right.
I was making a call to get them to help me with something. I had to transfer me to this person because I know they can get it done. And so, I mean, what a blessing it is to have that,
right.
because you know that way we can focus on getting the work done for the people of Prince George's County.
Okay, quickly, tell us some of the things that you want to do in a minute there. For the next 6-8 months.
For the next year, my agenda for the next year is this. I'm going to be working on increased public safety bills within District 7 and Prince George's County. I'm working on a bill. I tell you one bill I'm working on that the police department brought to me. They would like me to be their champion on. It's a gun offender registry bill. So we're drafting that up. That's going to be another big collaboration with our public safety and law enforcement, because we want to know who, if we want to know essentially that if you committed a crime for a gun, where you are, can you be located, and if you violate this again, you pay the price, because we're finding repeat offenders coming in and they have gun charge. So it's a way for us to track who's coming in, and hopefully they'll be more mindful before they use a gun that they are now on probation because of this, and we're going to be tracking where they are and what they do. And that's one thing, but along with continuing our program that I'm doing, senior service events, program for the youth.
Don't forget the seniors.
Don't forget the seniors. Oh, the seniors are the ones who hold me up, so I never will forget them. They put me here, so I appreciate that. Very supportive of me.
Okay, I want to thank you, Councilman Toles, for being here.
Wonderful.
And Juana, she's back. She's working hard. You see me most of the time, but Juana's out there working. You talk about staff. She's out there working. But I once again want to remind you and congratulate Tuskegee University for that Red Tails. It tells the outstanding job that these young men did 60 years ago. Congratulations, Kentucky.
Thank you.